A few moments later.
Hi guys, welcome to Fish with Bish. We're going to have a session this afternoon. You'll have to excuse the noise. We're just sorting out the stock pond at ALVECHURCH Fishery. We're going to have a bit of a session this afternoon. It's all going to be sort of natural baits. So it's going to be worm, castor, maggots and corn. The only sort of slight difference will be, as usual, I use the micros from the fishery. So we're going to have a few chopped up worm and castors and maggots down the edge here. I've seen some, I've lost one big perch today, and I'm sort of determined to try and catch that again. But we're on a bit of a species hunt, and worms, castors, maggots, they're a catch-all, so they're going to catch virtually anything. So we'll give it a go. Let's get on with it. Few worms, including the soil, some of the fishery micros, but well soaked, so the water's almost dripping off them like that. So we're going to get them chopped up. And a little gadget this, because I've got to be honest guys, I don't like chopping the worms up by hand. So you give them a good chop. The more you do it, obviously the more mixed it's going to be. But as you can see, it's fairly mixed up there. It's also soaking wet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it with my finger. I'm then going to put a ball of it into the cup, along with some micros. So as I say, I want it's a catch-all situation this afternoon. I want to see if we can get as many different species as we can. So first of all, I'm going to drop this out where I'm fishing out. Some water in, turn it over. Don't want to drop it from a height. I know exactly where that is now. Then you can't see this. I'm going to do the same again. Actually, no, I'm going to change from here. I'm going to fish this other margin here. So I'm going to fish this margin down here, and I'm going to fish pretty close to me as well. And I'm going to fish there. Alright, so the margin is a new swim. The out there swim I've been feeding with pellets and things like that. There's actually a float floating about out there guys. I'm just going to see if I can get it, because then it'll stop that fish being hooked up. No, he's moving away from me. No, it's alright, there's a float there attached to the fish still. If he comes within range, I'll see if I can get it. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish castor over that bed of chopped worm and maggots and stuff, and then always gives me the option to put a worm on and whatever. We'll just see what we can get, what we can pick up really. I have the castors soaking in water so that they sink. Don't fish with castors very often. I've normally used all the maggots up though, so we go. So I'm going to put a little nugget of the chopped up stuff, and then a glug of the micro. So I've got my casters on. Obviously all the depths and everything have been sorted. Let's have a look at this now. I have the marker at the far bank. Just as a matter of interest, guys, the feeder pot that you've just seen me use is exactly the same length as my top pits, exactly to the millimetre. So that I know, I've not fish caster out here yet, so let's see how we're getting on. Most of the casters have sunk. Let's see if they like the natural baits. Right, we're in, guys. It took us 5 minutes or so, because you've got to build a swim when you're changing your bags. So we're in. So what we got here? It's going to be a carp. Keep on that elastic, let the elastic do the work. Pulling again. Drop the pole low because it stops them feeling like they're being yanked out of the water, I think. So it sort of calms them down a little bit. And then you give them a bit of oomph. Just where we're fishing, I've just seen massive swirls, so there's loads of fish down there. But I am going to have to feed again because this has took too long to get. And so, not a particularly big fish. You don't want to come in. And also where I've just been feeding off to my right hand side. There we are. That was ALVECHURCH. Brought on 2 casters. I can't say enough about barbless hooks. I don't know why anyone uses barbed, to be honest. There we go. And there he is, guys. Showing off all his fins for us as well. ALVECHURCH carp. Bit of a linear. Beautiful fish. It's going back. Now we were out of the water for quite a while there, or out of the swim for quite a while, so I'm going to put myself another couple of casters on. Actually, I'm going to put 3 on. So that's the devil on them. Spartacus is in as well. So I'm just gonna chopped up mush. So a pinch of castors. So we've got ourselves a bit of a casserole. I know the distance you want to be. Turn that over. Put my casters to follow that down. Right, now, if I'm right in what I'm thinking, they've just found the feed there, so I would say we'll probably get an almost instant bite here. There we go, and we're in again, guys. Can feel heaviness, not fighting like the car. Right, we've got ourselves a little silver brown, which is good. So that's species 2. Snottiness all up the line. It's a bit snotty, a bit slippery. And I think that's probably why they do it, that's why they produce it. There we go, little silver brown. Spartacus is into something pretty big. Three casters. I always sort of put them through the pointy end because it just seems to be a little bit tougher so they don't come off. Right, it's been a while since I've put in. Oh, Dad's carp, by the way, was £8. Lovely fish. Right, so we're going to feed. So we've got the pot. Little nugget of the chopped worm maggot and castors. Put some micro, pinch of castors on the top, and let's get it out there. Let's see how we go. I've just seen some tench bubbles down in this side where I've been feeding. So I've got my spot, I know where I want to go, keep it low. Right, and there we go. Follow that up down in the casters. And just see how long that takes. I don't know if anyone else notices this, but when I fish with casters, it seems that I have to sort of lift a couple of times. They never seem to, unless you've got them sort of crazy and on the drop, go. Double bite there. Looks like another brain bite. Again. There we go, we're in. This feels a bit different. Let's see what we've got here. Hook's going. There we go, guys. I want to say it's a roach, but I think it's probably a roach hybrid. His fins aren't particularly red. Oh, it might be a chublet. But there we go, guys. Let's get him back. Another species. So what I'm going to do now, guys, we're going to have a worm on. A nugget of the chopped up stuff. I wouldn't stand up, Dad. That's your mistake. I'd stay sitting. Use your arm on the arm of the chair or in your body. I'll just put this out, I'll come over. Oh, so, I mean, I was in straight away there, goes. Triple look up. Get mine's on here a little. I'm going to go and help Spartacus. Then we've got a chub. Yeah, it's a chub, definitely. Right. I'm going to have to be quick showing you this, guys. There you go. A chub. The sun's come out, it's lovely now. The sun's come out, it's lovely. Let's just put a little nugget down where I want to fish in a minute. Hopefully we might pick up a perch or two. Some maggots down there. I'm actually going to put maggots in the pot this time rather than the mix-up stuff. And some casters. Wrong way round really, I should have put the micros on top and act as a bit of a plug. It's like them all falling out, but there you go. Right, so get it low, drop it in, lift it up, follow them down. Right. And there we go, we're in again. Oh, it's a bit different, looks like. Another bream. Yeah. Just had a chub. It's alright. Impressing one, brother. Let's show you guys. Another nice break. There he is. Beautiful fish here at ALVECHURCH. Pete's just mentioned that they're all fin perfect. There's not a mark on these fish. Actually, he's coughed up my worm. I think that big. I can go into that. Right, let's get him back. Right, we'll have another couple of goes out there. I'm not going to feed again this time. Right, this is an interesting thing. Right, we'll talk about the slime. Make sure there's no slime on that hook length. Because I honestly believe it's like a warning for other fish. So, especially around by the hook. Get all that slime off. Cool, that's all off. The last piece of worm. Bloody hell, Dad's in again. They're fishing corn in the margins, these two. As I say, they're just after carp, I think. Yeah. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. It's bigger than the one I had, isn't he?
It's about the same size, John.
Right, there we go, guys, we're in again. So this is a carp, guys. Here we go, guys. Look at that beauty. I thought it was a leather, but it's just very dark, and you can see the line of his mirror scales there. But he's a beautiful fish, crazy looking fish. Remember, fish with bish, please subscribe. Oh my God.
What is it?
Bear hook.
Hey?
It's a bear hook. I would like literally just put that in the water.
Probably gone for some silver, then. Perch?
No, it's a dice.
It's not a
Looks-
dice.
Looks like a dice. Whoop. There we go, guys. There we go. We're in again. Now, people often ask me, or some people are quite funny about it, about the elastic hanging out the ends or out the side runner. Well, the reason I have it like that is because I have it so I can tension it. Because when you're catching multi-species like I'm trying to today, I can have it set tight so it works for carp. I can have it set, and here we go, we're in again. And I can have it set light for the smaller fish. And that's why I do it, guys. And sometimes you'll see a knot in it, so I can tighten it up. I think this is another carp. Another beautiful, beautiful mirror.